or receive love because they've never experienced it. They don't know what it is. And so how do we love people into that? How do we love them through that? How do we live with them in those kinds of situations? And they may be nice people, good people, but they just don't know how to love or receive love. And that becomes the challenge. It is up to us to demonstrate the love of God. Here's what I think Solace said. John says in 1 John, he says that the love of Christ, the love of God, is I'm trying to think how it says it, is not perfected in us. That's what it is, not perfected. That, we are common, that we're familiar with, but then there's a more mature love. And what God is doing is He is teaching us how to get to this level of love, which is a selfless kind of love. A love that says, how you treat me, I'm going to love you anyway. I don't care what you do, I'm going to love you through this. I don't care how bad you are, I'm going to love you into goodness. That's the mature love. That's the kind of love God has for us. But all of us are not there. And yet we are mature to that point. And that becomes the challenge. How do we get people to do that? And the church has a huge role in that because we are to love people. We are to be the community in which people can work out that love, to figure out how to do that. And so that's what I think we have to do. Second question?
Comment on the rich.
Yes.
We should always up the poor.
Yes.
I always think about the Green.
Yeah.
The Green was a very poor city. And he built it up. They were distributing the funds. And look what happened. He said, so now I'm making it.
Yeah, we have seen several examples of the wealthy taking advantage of the poor. It always is interesting to me that the wealthy always talk about no welfare, right? We don't want welfare. People ought to have to work for it. But guess what they call welfare for wealthy people? Subsidies. And they get them all the time. If you look at our tax law now and our budget now, there are all kinds of subsidies in there for wealthy people. But we don't want the poor to have it. It's just that kind of thing that I'm saying, is that really justice? And I will tell you a secret. The evangelical Christians, white evangelical Christians in particular, downplay justice in the scriptures. They downplay. They won't recognize that it is a legitimate part of being saved.